What's up, boys? Action Jackson here. It's about 12 p.m. and I got a fresh cut the other day. Probably should have done that earlier. It honestly looks a lot better. But, that's extremely irrelevant right now. But, I was kind of just sipping on my coffee this morning, and I just felt blessed. Like, I get to wake up, go for a walk, do a couple, just little tasks, simple tasks, sip on some coffee. And, I was watching a YouTube video, an educational YouTube video. And I just felt that fire inside of my stomach, like, film a video. And I didn't really know what I was going to talk about. To be honest, I'm kind of freeballing. But, here I am. And, you can look at my old videos and whatnot, but honestly, I'm a lot more jacked. I'll be honest with you. And I'm honestly getting pretty happy with how I look, but obviously I want to get better. And, in my last video, I'm pretty sure I talked about it, but I hired on a mentor to, teach me, even though I'm like pretty fucking good at the gym, I would consider myself like an expert. There's always things to learn. There's always shit to figure out. And if I could give my money, which has no business sitting in a fucking savings account anyways, if I can give my money to somebody and like learn a bunch of stuff that I didn't know, which I did, that is a really good trade-off, in my opinion. Fantastic trade-off. And like, if you guys are super, super arrogant and like you think you know everything, bro, that is like, at least for me, bro, that was like the biggest thing holding me down. Like, I always thought I was such a humble dude, like, oh, I know when to shut up, this and that. But, like 2 years ago when I started the gym, after like 6 months of going to the gym, I was still like, yeah, dude, my progress is really good. Even though it wasn't, bro, I still look like shit. And I was still like, walk up into the gym, like, yeah, dude, yeah. And then like, something really humbled me one day is when like, he was on steroids, but like this big fucking dude at the gym, he came up to me, he's like, dude, I see you every day. You do these rows, like the cable rows, the seated cable rows. You do these wrong every fucking day, dude. Tuck your elbows in. Squeeze your lats, bro. He's like, what you're doing is nothing, bro. And then he walked away, and I was like immediately I was like, oh, fuck that guy. This and that. But then I sat there and thought, I was like, that dude is like 300 pounds lean. Like, this dude fucking steroid level, like bodybuilding show type level. Obviously I never wanted to be that, but still though, like, he's got to know a thing or two being that big. So I was like, okay. And still, bro, it still took me like a year after that to figure out the back movements. Because honestly, bro, your back has like so many knots and muscles, like hundreds of fucking muscles going on in there. It's like, it's honestly really hard to activate it. Extremely hard. So, one thing that I learned, especially from buying this new program, I wouldn't say program, but I kind of paid for a mentor, but he told me, bro, with your back movements, the best thing you can do for your back to grow it, especially as a natural lifter, you want to maximize the volume. You want to do a lot more volume on your back than it is like your chest or something. Obviously, your legs are your legs. It's a completely different, realm. But for your back, dude, he has me doing like so many movements, and my back is sore the next day. But you know what, dude? My back has been blowing up. And you know what? My chest has been blowing up. Because I thought, for me, like, oh, high volume is the best. again, me being fucking arrogant, thinking like, oh, I'm good, you know. Before I bought this mentor about a month ago, I was self-taught. I taught myself everything. I never hired a mentor. I never did personal training. I never did meal plans from somebody else. I never in my life, bro. I taught myself everything. And that was the biggest detriment, bro. My chest wasn't growing. My bicep wasn't growing, bro. Like, there were certain things in my body where I was like, what the fuck? And now, like, my bicep is growing, dude. My back is growing. My chest is growing. You know, my calves, bro, I don't know what's going on with my calves. I'm not even gonna go there, bro. But yeah, really, it's. He taught me that my chest doesn't need that much volume because it's just lower chest, upper chest, back, hundreds of shit going on, like knots everywhere and whatnot. And my chest has been growing a lot more. I always thought like I was doomed, like my chest isn't growing as it should be. Like, it should be bigger with how long I've been lifting, but now it's just like it's blowing up. You know what I mean? So truly, like, arrogance is the fucking downfall. Probably a lot of you guys too. Like, for me, bro, I just explained to you guys how detrimental it was to me. Like, if I hired a mentor like 6 months in, bro, I'd probably be like insanely fucking jacked. And like, I never did sprints either. He's telling me to do sprints. I did sprints yesterday, bro. See, I thought sprints were just like for your like cardiovascular performance and shit. Bro. Dog, my dick is sore. The fuck? How the fuck does that happen, bro? It's a full body workout. It took me like 20 minutes to do everything. And like, I woke up today and I'm like, oh, it like hurt to get out of bed, bro. Like, all my inner legs, basically my whole leg, bro. Hamstrings, quads, like this inner leg portion, you know, my whole core is just sore. And I'm just like, bro, like my obliques are just toast. I'm sitting there like, I've been missing out on that the whole time. I didn't realize sprints were that powerful. But anyways, I mean, you know, if I wasn't arrogant, bro, I could have known all this shit way back then and been way better off. So if you guys are like seriously arrogant and like you think you know everything, like you think you're the shit, and you think you've made extremely good progress in the time you've done, which is what I thought, you're shooting yourself in the fucking foot, bro. You're shooting yourself in the foot, because in reality, bro, you don't know shit. And I don't know, it's some Asian dude. He did a quote, and it was, the more you know, the more you realize you don't know anything at all. Because there's so much information out there, bro. If you're a little arrogant shit and you think you know everything, it's because you don't know anything, bro. Implement that into your mind, because as soon as you think you know everything, you're like, wait. I don't know anything. Ever. There's so much information out there. I don't know anything, bro. There could be fucking aliens that have already invaded this place. I don't know. Nobody knows. We don't know a lot of shit. There's a fucking extremely huge space universe out there. And there could be like planet Zorgog, and the fucking Zorgogians are already here killing us all. I don't know. You know, we have a big ass solar system and we don't even know. There's so much shit we don't know. So for you to be like, yeah, I know everything, you're just an arrogant little shit. Just like me. Do I find myself being arrogant now? 100%. But I try not to. I try to shut up when it's necessary. And I'm gonna do what I need to do. Truly. But yeah, man. Yeah, okay. And here's, you know, I kind of came in here not really knowing what to say. I just felt the fire in my fucking blood to go film a video for you guys. But 6 months ago, I was fat, bro. I was fat. Like, when I started making these videos on my YouTube channel, you know, my previous one got banned. But on this YouTube channel, when I started making these videos, it was about mid-November. I believe November 15th was my first video on here. But, you know, that was when, like, I was actually building the momentum. Because before that, I was going through the motions, you know. I tried waking up at 4:30, did it for a couple months, realized that sucked dick. You know, tried all kinds of different things, but I was still lost, bro. I was still lost as shit. And that's why those videos, like, I wasn't super confident. You know, I was kind of just making the videos, kind of just talking to myself. You know, whenever I needed to say something, bro, I would just pull out the camera. And then I realized I was helping people, because that's honestly what I wanted to do. I kind of wanted to help people, but basically what I'm saying is, like, I thought I knew everything then after I got out of being a fat shit. But the amount that I've learned in that window, that 6-month window, is like insane amounts of information, bro. Insane amounts of information. In September, bro, I was, you know, from July to September, after my YouTube channel got banned, my first one, I fell into a major fucking rut. I was still going to the gym, but that was really it. I just felt like I still needed to go to the gym, because before that, I was all about being locked in, wake up at 4 a.m., you know, hit the journal, hit the morning routine, do some cardio, go to the gym, eat healthy, that was probably the most disciplined I've ever been. And I think I went too hard, and then my YouTube channel got banned. Everything, dude, one after the other. Started sleeping in, started smoking weed again, started fucking jerking to pulling like a dickhead again, you know, started eating like shit, one after the other, bro. And I started putting on weight. I started getting fat. Lost my abs, bro. I started growing a gut. And I was like sitting there one day, bro. I was like, I'm fat. I'm stoned. I'm playing fucking video games. I look like shit. I can't even get girls anymore. Try talking to girls, bro. They all fucking ghost me. And I was like dead ass depressed. And I was so against depression. And I had still had that like rewired brain. And I was kind of falling back into the slave mind. And I was like, I didn't really believe in clinical depression. I still don't, but I was getting depressed. And I'm like, there's a reason why I'm depressed. And I was depressed for like a month. And I would just keep hiding it with weed. Keep hiding it with more donuts. Keep hiding it with more pizza. Keep hiding it with more fucking video games with these dickhead friends. Keep hiding it. Keep hiding it. And then one day it all just caught up to me. And I was like, bro, what the fuck am I doing, dude? 6 months ago, I was waking up at 4 a.m. I was making YouTube videos. I was making reels. I was trying to build a personal brand, dude. I was so fucking locked in. It was unthinkable how locked in I was, bro. More disciplined than I ever had been in my entire life, and I will say that now. And, you know, it just all caught up to me, bro. And I'm sitting there like, what the fuck, dude? And I called my friend. I'm like, dude, I'm fat. This is the only friend that would, like, I knew answer. And, like, I know he was like-minded, bro, but he just lives far away. Wasn't really associating with him that much. And I called him. I was like, bro, I'm fucking fat. I'm stoned right now. I'm literally stuffing donuts in my fucking face. Pizza. I'm gonna send you a picture of what I look like, and you tell me, bro. Because I was hiding all this shit from him. I was like, like, yeah, the donuts are fine, bro. I'm still doing good. I'm still going to the gym, bro. It's all. That was the thing, bro. I'm still going to the gym. It's fine. I'm still, I'm still building my physique. It's all good. But, bro, go on my Instagram. Go on that fucking pinned post. Scroll to the... You know what? Go to the Reels tab. Go to the pinned reel. That's what I fucking look like. That was that video I took that day. I have that video as a marker of where I started. And I'm so glad I did that, bro. So fucking glad, dude. So glad. I feel so good right now, bro. I can go out without a shirt, go for a walk, get a girl's number, come back, and be so locked in. I truly believe that as a result of me being super locked in, me being more jacked, me being more confident, me building up my chi. If you don't know what that is, it's like internal power, like energy that you can build up with like momentum. I had so much chi that God, the universe, whatever, I've been putting so much effort into it that I started making more money. But that's besides the point. I kind of went straight off of what I was saying earlier, but that day, dude, when I called my friend, bro, I made a commitment. And I'm not perfect, but I made a fucking commitment that I need to get my fucking shit together. I'm fat. I look like shit. I feel like shit. Look at my eyes in that picture, bro. If you're looking at it. Look at my eyes. Look at my soul, bro. Look at me. Me being fat was just an external representation of my internal state. It still is. Look at me now. Look at my body. That's what I'm saying, bro. And when I made that commitment, the main thing I did that like set everything off was I stopped jerking off to porn. Porn is a fucking tool of the demons, bro. The evil, Satan. Lust is like the number one weapon that they use, bro. And that being so easily accessible to you is just such a fucking weapon that will just decimate your entire will to live, your entire life, bro. Your life force is not that shit. Like, if you don't do that shit, you'll build up so much life force and chi. You'll have so much energy and everything. You won't even know what to fucking do with it, bro. Anyways, that was like the main thing I did. And like, I stayed pretty fucking good at that. And then lust got the best of me during Christmas time. But I'm doing good now. I haven't done that shit in a while. But Christmas time, I'll be honest, some shit happened. But I'm not going into detail. But even then, I went like a week of like super locked in meals. I was still smoking weed. Super locked in fucking meals. Eating meat, eating eggs, eating super healthy whole foods. Cheese, all the shit. And then like this one day, bro, I was hanging out with my homie. And like, there was a bunch of people there. And she was like, yeah, I'm ordering pizza. His mom. I'm ordering pizza, this and that. I'm like, okay, cool, pizza. I'm not gonna have any. I'm good now. And then everybody left. And the pizza got here. And then we both were like, bro. He was like, dude, my mom ordered fucking pizza. Now everyone's gone, bro. I feel bad. I feel bad too. And like, bro, every bit of me did not want to eat that pizza. But like, for some reason, bro, I smashed the whole fucking thing. I smashed the whole pizza because I felt bad. I don't know if it was really like an excuse to eat pizza. Like, I really didn't want to do it. But then that broke all the momentum I built within that week. And Then I fell off again, and then I was like, bro, after a couple of days of that, I was like, bro, no, fuck this shit. I'm not going back into that, bro. I had like flashbacks, dude. And so then I kept locking in. Again, I locked in, still wasn't jerking off. I was eating super healthy. I was still smoking weed and playing video games, though. You know, that kind of stuck with me for a while, you know? And after a month, bro, I threw away the weed. You know, I started seeing demons and shit when I was high. So I threw away all the weed. I threw away my bong, threw everything associated with it, bro. I haven't smoked weed since. And that was the best thing I ever did, bro. If you guys are still smoking weed and you're like, oh, I'm a functioning stoner, it's all good, bro. It's good for me. You know, whatever your fucking reason is, every stoner has their goddamn reason. I know it. I was a fucking stoner for 5 years chronically. I know there's a fucking reason for every stoner, bro. Every stoner I talk to, I'm like, you need to stop smoking weed. Whoa, my anxiety. Whoa, this. Whoa, helps me sleep. Bro, trust me. I had the same reasons. You have the reasons. It's bullshit. It's weighing you down. Throw that shit the fuck away. Now that I got that shit settled. You know, it was the best thing I ever did, and I just started my journey, and now I'm jacked as fuck. Now I feel so high on life, bro. And like my relationships with people have gotten better. You know, I can get girls easily, even though I don't really talk to girls that much at the moment because I have a mission right now. It's still easy. You know, I've developed better relationships with better people. You know, I've just leveled up in life a lot, bro. I'm making more money. I've got better relationships with people. You know, people respect me more. Even like important people respect me more. I'm not gonna name names, but bro, like I can just walk around the aura, dude. My fucking aura, like I thought that shit was bullshit for the longest time until I met Paul Bryson, and like I could just, dude, I could feel that shit. I could feel that shit, bro. And like that's what made me realize, like, bro, I thought I was locked in. This guy's more locked in. I could feel it. I went even harder. I fucking locked in more. And then I got that. I started making more money. I put that money towards investing into myself. And now I'm just doing way fucking better. If you guys are too afraid to invest in yourself, dude, that is the number one thing. Stop buying fucking Bitcoin, bro. Your fucking $500 in Bitcoin ain't gonna do shit. Yeah, okay, it's gonna make you a little bit of money. But dude, if you invest into yourself, and that's the highest leverage thing you can do when you are broke and fucked up, the best thing you can do is investing into yourself, investing into your own skills, investing into something that's going to generate you money for time and for fucking millennia, bro. That is the thought process that I had. And it's like, if you're not doing that, bro, and you're buying Bitcoin like my dumb ass did, you're fucking up. You're fucking up. It's that simple, bro. And truly, man, honestly, like I can't stress it enough, bro. Like if you're in a dark, deep position and you were like me, bro, you were locked in for so long and now you're fat, now you're fucked up, but like you still have that mindset, you know? And like your fucking soul is just screaming for you to get back into the groove, to get back locked in. Just fucking do it. Just start, bro. Tell a friend. Have that uncomfortable conversation like I had. He called me a fat fuck. It was uncomfortable, bro. It sucked. That first month sucked. All I wanted to do, bro, I worked at QT still. All I wanted to do every day I worked at QT, I would look at those fucking donuts. I would have the temptation, bro. I wanted to eat those fucking donuts. I was making the pizza, bro. I would make the fucking pizza that I was just addicted to. And every bit of me is like, bro, because, dude, I was making the pizza, bro. I would make the fucking pizza that I was just addicted to. And every bit of me is like, bro, because, dude, I was making the pizza that I was just addicted to. And every bit of me is like, bro, because, dude, I was making the pizza that I was just addicted to. And every bit of me is like, bro, because, dude, I was making the pizza that I was just addicted to. And every bit of me is like, bro, because, dude, I was making the pizza that I was just addicted to. And every bit of me is like, bro, because, dude, I was making the pizza that I was just addicted to. And every bit of me is like, bro, because, dude, I was making the pizza that I was just addicted to. And every bit of me is like, bro, because, dude, I was making the pizza that I was just addicted to. And every bit of me is like, bro, because, dude, I was making the pizza that I was just addicted to. And every bit of me is like, bro, because, dude, I was making the pizza that I was just addicted to they would like get a little old and then we'd have to throw them away, but like the QT employees, they could eat them. Every time, yo, Jackson, do you want the pizza, bro? We're about to throw it out. And I you know, that previous me in me would be like, yeah. But the new me is like, no! All that progress. As soon as you eat that pizza once, bro, it's not about the health. It's not about it'll fuck you up or not. It's about the mindset, dude. As soon as you eat that piece of pizza, then you eat another one and eat the donuts. And then all of a sudden you're not waking up early anymore. And then now you're not going to the gym. And now everything's fucked. Now you're smoking weed again. I promise you, dude. If you break that mental fucking barrier, one little thing that you might think isn't it, you'll end up like my fat ass 6 months ago. I promise, dude. I fucking promise. And if God gives you roadblocks and the only thing you want to do is go back, smoke some more weed, or whatever the fuck, don't. Like literally last night, bro, I kept getting delay after delay after delay after delay, and I'm like, fuck, dude, I'm like starving. I want to go eat, you know. And I pulled up next to a gas station, bro. I still get the temptations, dude. Still, bro. And I'm like, dude. I kind of miss just having the freedom to go in there and eat a donut. Just go buy a donut. Eat it. But, like, I've done it for so long now. I'm like, fuck no. I ain't doing that shit. You know, but it's so easy for you to, like, go pull into the McDonald's drive-thru, buy a Big Mac. Oh, I'm hungry. Fuck no, dude. You're going to wait till you get home. You're going to sacrifice some more sleep so you can get your macros in, so you can eat the correct food so you can continue to. And now I'm happy that I did. If I went and got donuts yesterday, I'd feel like shit today, and I wouldn't be making this video. I wouldn't have the confidence. I wouldn't have the conviction in my statements. And that's all it is, bro. You have to be bigger than that bitch voice in your head, bro. Your inner bitch. You have to conquer it. And you have to push harder every single day to be the best person you can fucking be. And you know what? I think I've exhausted my words for today. I love you guys. Take action. You have a blessed day.